Tuesday, January 23rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East along with you. We've had a cold front working through the region as we've gone through the night. There's a look from one of our DOT cameras in the Drier. Let me see if I can grab a better one for you here. There you go. There's U.S. Highway 52 around Patterson. A lot of wet roadways across the Carolinas this morning in the wake of rain. In fact, it's still raining in some spots. There's the Dowd YMCA camera as well. Taking a peek at uptown Charlotte. Temperature there in Charlotte, 62. Everybody very mild this morning. I'll run down temperatures in just a second. Had a mild day yesterday. These were our Monday highs, 50s in the high country, a lot of 60s across the rest of the Carolinas, even some 70s again down in the parts of South Carolina. Triad, low and mid-60s for highs in the Charlotte viewing area, really pretty similar. 50s in the mountains, and then a lot of low and mid-60s out across the Piedmont in most spots. Now, these are temperatures this morning. 62 in Charlotte and Raleigh, 66 in Columbia, 60 in Greensboro. These are temperatures about 5:45 early this morning. Foothills a little cooler. There are some 40s parts of Wilkes County, Surrey County, in that corridor, but most of the Carolinas really very, very mild this morning. A little bubble of warmth still hanging out across the Carolinas, but cooler air. Nothing overly cold, but cooler air spilling across the lower 48. And we are going to be returning to an air mass really that's relatively close to average for this time of year for the rest of the work week. Now, there's a big low pressure area up in the upper Midwest, pretty good footprint of some heavy snow on the northwest side of that. On the leading edge of it, ahead of the cold front, some rain continuing this morning. New York State, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down into Virginia. And in fact, there's, as I cut the video, just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued up here northeast of Henderson, up near the Virginia border, approaching Roanoke Rapids. Pretty good corridor of heavy rain. No real lightning with that, but some heavy rain causing some gusty winds. And these showers will gradually exit. I think probably by mid-morning, pretty much all the Piedmont's done with rain as this drier air mass off to the west works on in. Rain totals, very uneven distribution of rain with this storm system. Some pockets over 1 inch here and there. A lot of folks less than a quarter inch. In fact, some areas didn't get any rain at all. But you did have this little heavier corridor, and actually the same complex that prompted that severe thunderstorm warning, but just produced some heavy rain in a very narrow corridor. Northern parts of Montgomery County, parts of Randolph, Alamance, and then points north and east from there. All right, cold front working through the region. Sunshine returns today. It will be a bit of a breezy day. Look at these winds out of the west. Could gust 25-plus miles per hour, even higher winds in the mountains. And the winds will then subside over most of the region overnight, but the mountain zones will continue to see some higher winds as the overnight hours unfold. Highs today occurring in some spots earlier than normal. That might be early afternoon highs, and then temperatures falling later in the afternoon. And then there's where we wind up overnight tonight, that cooler air mass settling back in. High pressure approaching from the west. That's a cool high pressure, so it will be a cooler Wednesday. Same deal for Thursday. A lot of sunshine. By the way, I need to mention this, some mountain snow coming up tonight into tomorrow morning. Brief shot in those favored northwest-facing slopes. Anyway, back to Thursday. Sunshine. There's our Thursday afternoon high temperatures. Friday looks like that, high temperature-wise. We get out to the weekend, and I'll show you more on this here in just a second. This is the European model representation. Low pressure lifting right up into the Carolinas. That is not the case on every computer model. In fact, look at the difference here. This is the GFS at the upper levels Saturday evening. Kind of ill-defined, weak-looking system. A little piece of energy down to the Gulf, not really connected with the trough toward the Great Lakes region. Compare that with the European model. Yeah, there you go. Much different scenario. That's a much stronger system diving in. So on the GFS run, and this has been the case with the 0 and the 60 run today, not much rain. I don't think that's correct, though. You look at the European model, again, it brings that low pressure right up into the region. Some pretty good soaking rains on the European by Sunday, and the Canadian model is much more in the European camp. They have a pretty good soaker coming up Saturday night and into Sunday. Just one quick snapshot for down the road. This is a peek at the northern hemisphere. These are 5,000-foot temperatures. And this is, by the way, off the GFS, just showing you this as a for instance. This is out of the 2nd of February, coldest air in the hemisphere back on our side of the globe. And so I do think certainly as we get toward February, a return to a colder pattern is on tap for the eastern United States. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.